like to start with Fred Ingold, which I probably start most conversations about him, because he missed all of this that he would have enjoyed. Fred, he was a senior in high school when I was probably 7th or 8th grade. And as the war had just begun, or was started, and he volunteered to go in the Army. Well, he got shot in the rear end, as he puts it, after serving about 4 months. Then he came back and decided to go to school. He decided to go to Panzer College, which was one of the famous phys ed schools in the country. And it's right there in East Orange, very close. So he commuted. And we would see him around town a lot, myself and my friends. And he was the kind of guy you admired, in that not only did he fight in the war, he was captain of every team imaginable. He was president of the school, Verona High School in those days. And he did things to help other people. When the reason I got started really with Butler High School goes back to 1950, when Fred just started teaching at Butler High School. He invited me to see one of his games, a Greater North Tournament baseball game, that I love baseball, and I always did. So I said, yeah, I'd like to go, Fred. So we went to the Leisure Field, which I thought was, what the heck is this in the middle of a town? There's a stadium. And so I watched the game, they won, and he had a bunch of the same names that we talk of now, Strubles and McConnells, and the same names were over and over again. And they turned out to be the parents of a lot of the kids I ended up coaching. Fred was a guy that liked a good time, but he was very quiet in his manner. He did not like to he did not want any glory to come to him. He wanted to share it with the people he worked with. And he always did that in my mind. After that famous game that I saw, I went to another game, and that time went flying by, and pretty soon Butler changed football coaches. So Fred called me on the phone, and I was expecting a call, to be honest with you. He said, Jack, would you be interested? I just spent 10 years in Madison and had lived there, and was enjoying my life. But I thought, I have to listen to Fred. So I did. I went to watch the game, and some of the names were very familiar to me, and I enjoyed it. I said to myself, I think I have to take this job. And Tony's argument was, we live here in Madison, why would you want to commute a half hour? I said, that may be temporary. She said, what do you mean by that? I said, I would eventually like to move to Butler. I'd like to see our 3 kids go to Butler High School. Well, she fought it a little bit, but after a while she realized it was the thing to do. We were lucky enough to find a house up on the hill there in Butler, and our next door neighbors were the Durkin family. Bev was Tony's friend, George was my friend, Michael was John's friend, and Kevin was Carolyn's friend. So we all were together as 2 families. When they moved, it was like the end of the world for us. But we had established our residency in Butler, and we knew we were enjoying it.